Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age 2. So I went ahead and get some food because I was very hungry at the end, so I was a little hangry there. So I stocked up on some potions. Just if anything was if the Corpheus fight was any indicator, it's like I could have used a little more of the where is it? Yeah, Mythal's favor. So, and I was getting low on my potions too. So yeah, now that being said, we have one more DLC to tackle. I didn't really bother with the side quest, which I think I can go back to, but it's like, I don't really feel like it, man. Or at least I think maybe you can, because it seems like I can't now, so I don't know. But anyway, let's begin. Mark of the Assassin. So, crud, we do have to bring in... Oh, man, that sucks. So, he's like... So, you do have to bring him along. I want to bring in Evelyn for a little bit. And possibly... Meryl? Might go back to Fenris. If we see a chance, I can switch my party. But anyway, let's begin.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlessians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Tallis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Tallis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Tallis.
Huh. So it looks like Tallis is the focus here.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Reliable at leading us into an ambush, you mean?
Why? It's not always an ambush.
Yes, it is.
All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today.
Yeah, guess not. Not today. Guessing that's Tallis. Alright, she got hands. Oh, gold.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Alrighty, I have no idea who this... I'm guessing that is Tallis, but let's go ahead and kill them. Bye. Goodbye. Get the doggo out. Okay, and let's see... Yeah, I have no idea. Why is he not using his freaking health potions? Because he should be using it. I mean, unless that's like not 25%. Unless maybe I need to put it down here or something. I don't know. Because it's weird. Okay, I
better have a look, Steve.
yeah, we got plenty. Alright. Jeez. Like, yeah, he's still not using it. It's like, hello, use your frickin' potion. It's very weird. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go with 5. Twin Fangs coming in clutch. Alright, dead. Okay.
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Oh, so I guess she's either gonna be a companion? Yeah, and you just happen to wander by?
Were these crows a gift from you? That's generous.
Oh, I didn't arrange this, but it's no coincidence I'm here. My name is Tallis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Oh boy.
Looking for the man who has an invitation to Chateau Haine, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host, or so I hear.
Let me guess. This isn't just a social call.
It never is.
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want us to be thieves?
Well, stealing from Orlessians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it sounds like fun. What could possibly go wrong?
Why not? I hear the Orlessians make excellent cheese.
That's right. You're Ferelden, aren't you?
We're not actually dog people, despite whatever rumors you've heard.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
I'm guessing that
I
jewel
don't
is
like
what
the sound.
starts a war.
You think it's a trap, or you don't want to steal from a nobleman?
I don't think we should be breaking laws for someone we just met.
I'm right here, you know. Should I stand farther away? Maybe plug my ears?
Well, so I guess, so it's clear that we're gonna have to somehow steal this, this jewel somehow, and I'm guessing, like I just said, that's what caused the war with Orlessian. Okay, I don't know why we need a... Huh. Interesting. Yeah, well, it's not like we can explore around here. Interesting. All the times we've been here, these gates are never down, yet obviously when we were doing the DLC, now it chose us to be. It's interesting. So, let's see here. Travel to help the strange elf, Tallis, who has business there. So, okay, so we have to take her along. That's fine. I'll take Evelyn, and then we'll take Meryl.
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlessian chevaliers.
Lovely.
All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Well, that's going to be a challenge. This is not going to be easy.
And Justice, dear Prosper, when is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
Yeah, great weather we're having.
Lovely day for a hunt, don't you agree? Very outdoorsy.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests.
Yeah, he looks like he was ready to scrap with us.
Please excuse Gahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, or so I am told.
A chase-in? Here?
Ah yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
No is a strong word.
I know of Darkspawn too, but I generally don't let them breathe on me.
No, he breathes on all the guests. Think of it as a rite of passage.
We'll have to deal with him.
And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And the beauty doesn't stop there. Are all you ladies hunting? How marvelous. I must say, your presence is a surprise. When we spoke at the banquet, you seemed uninterested when I mentioned our hunt.
Yeah, thanks. Let's just say thanks change.
I'm here now, aren't I?
Indeed you are. And we are the richer for your presence. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others. Yes?
Alright, if these are anything like the High Dragons, we already have the first challenge on our... We already have our first challenge waiting for us.
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts.
I guess wyvern, not
magnificent
wyvern.
cousins
Same
to the
thing.
mighty dragon. My only advice, beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
I'm not worried.
The other hunters will need the head start.
Confidence. I like it. Good luck to you, my lord. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
Or the foolhardy. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to do this. Lovely. Okay, so she's level 24. Infiltrator. Yeah, definitely want to do this. Well, how about first we get some of these abilities. So looks like we have 2 different abilities here that we could go for. So cover up. So Tallis disappears into the shadows, immediately reappears next to her target, gagging the foe to prevent it from using spells or talents. Okay, I can dig that for a short time. Afterwards, she will remain stealth. Silence chance 100%, stealth chance 100%, duration. I like that. So it's not a sustain ability. What about this one? This isn't a sustainability either. So we draw on rare and unexplained training. She will envelop herself in a sheath that protects against magical attacks. So it's like, so it's similar to Fenris's ability, where he also has like high magic resistance. So magic resistance plus 100% duration's 10 seconds. Okay. Then Tallis doesn't stand still for long. A great many of her enemies' attacks just never connect. So you have a dodge chance of 20%. I like that. Let's see. While Tallis is protected by cloak, she now automatically strikes back against enemies who attack her with magic. Seems good. Alright, and then this one, so nothing knocks Tallis off her game. So she has resistance to slow and stun. That's... yeah, all of these abilities are just really, really good here. So let's get them. And then what does this do? Okay, drop dead kills weak enemies outright, while survivors suffer a massive critical hit. So that's similar to the assassinate ability. Physical damage 351, critical chance 100%. Okay. And then we have drop dead now inflicts a critical hit against enemies who would otherwise be immune. It's more devastating against brittle targets. Physical damage 400% versus brittle targets, and the cooldown is minus 10%. So it's now a 30% cooldown instead of 40. Awesome. And so this is also good against enemies who command magic, stunning them automatically and inflicting more damage. Okay. I like that. Wait, what? No, because that... okay, so I do think we should start going to some of the abilities here that I have. Hold on. Yeah, she has, like, dual daggers, so that's weird. Okay. So 35 dex. Yeah, so I'll have to, like, play around with her, like, why does it say I don't have... like, she already has 2 daggers. That's... okay, I guess it was because I just activated it all at once. Alright, let's see here. It's saying I need 3 abilities for... ugh. It's kind of gross. 'Cause I just want to focus on that. Let's see. I have 4 other abilities I can go with. This is like the stealth, evade. Let's see. So we have rush, confusion, back to back. The rogue. So the rogue stealths and moves to a target ally's side, appearing an instant later, ready to render aid. I like that one. Blindside. So the rogue becomes capable of more potent attacks when engaging distracted opponents. Any target not actively engaging the rogue, they will suffer increased damage from any of the rogue's attacks. Let's go with that one. The rogue distracts all enemies surrounding a single... so drawing them away from that ally, redirecting them toward whichever ally each considers the second greatest. That could be good. And then the rogue... The rogue stealths moves to... so they will... so they will move to a target ally's side and then reappear an instant later. Okay. Ugh. So we'll go with that one, and then let's see here. Goad. So this is what I used to have with Isabella before she jumped ship. So let's see here. So the rogue incites all enemies in an arena into attacking a chosen ally instead of the current targets. Besides simply directing foes to cluster around a particularly hardy party member, so this effect complements spells or Latin abilities that provide bonuses based on the number of Okay, so let me try to read that. Because that's a lot. So if I'm not mistaken, like, so let's see here. So directing foes to so besides simply directing foes to cluster around a particular hardy party member, this effect complements spells or talents that provide bonuses based on the number of enemies, like bravery, grave robber, savvy, or wrath of the elven. I don't really use a lot of those, so I think I do use bravery. I know we use wrath of the elven, elven. And then brand. Let's look at brand. Rogues are collaborators and conspirators by nature. They're not powerhouses. The rogue selects an enemy for allies to destroy. Any warriors or mages in the party become much more likely to land. Yes, we're going with that. That's a no-brainer. Okay. So, in terms of gear, so critical chance and damage is pretty good. Same thing here.
Don't tempt fate. Make sure you are properly.
Definitely need to see if there's, well, obviously I can't use that, but physical damage. Yeah, let me check here, because let's just get something. 60 to attack, put that on. Health regen. Can I leave? Yeah, because I probably need to...
Please, stop making such a fuss.
Bruh, I'm not even making a fuss, man. Because now I need to, like,
Please,
get her...
stop making such a fuss.
Bro, I'm not making a fuss. What are you talking about? So, can I leave? Yeah, I don't think I can leave here. Because I was thinking maybe we go back...
Stop making such a fuss.
Dude, can you shut up? Like, I'm... my goodness. So I'm guessing we get, like, a side quest from him.
I provide equipment from the Duke's own stables.
Let's see here. Attack. Yeah, I'll just buy these two. For the time being. That's a bow. Okay, so let's see here. This is attack. Mana stamina. Because I can't really say... Why does she only... Okay, that's bugged. Yeah, it was just weird. It's like her freaking thing was on the ground. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, now comes the fun part, the tactics. So, I want to... I don't usually do this on screen just because it takes forever, but I don't really have a choice, because I don't know if she's going to get one shot and everything. And it kind of shows you guys what I do. Put that one there. Put that one there as well. These are the three abilities from her own unique specialization. So we'll do it similar to what we had with Hawke. So let's see here. This one's good to start with. Then let's see here. Cloak, drawing on a rare unexplained training. Okay. And sheath that protects against magical attacks. I mean, we're gonna have that into like being attacked by by mages. What about this one? Cover up, disappears into the shadows next to your target, gagging the foe to prevent it from using spells or... Sure, we can go with that one. Evade, so leaps backward. Enemies within range will often seek an easier target instead. So, I'm thinking we use this. So, enemies within melee range will often... So, they'll seek an easier target. Sure, we can go with that one. Let's see. What about these? So, they're collaborators by nature. Not soul powerhouses. After the rogue selects an enemy for allies to destroy, any warriors or mages... I was thinking maybe we put this one before some of my abilities. But, you know, we don't want to, because we don't want to be using this. We want to be using this, like, against, like, an elite enemy. So, after this selects an enemy for allies to destroy, any warriors or mages in the party become much more likely to land critical hits. So, we'll say, like, an elite or boss type enemy. So, we'll do that. So instant later, ready to render aid from that ally, redirecting them. So probably do this one. I mean, I should have put that one like up here or something, but whatever. Yeah, let's actually do that right now. So we'll have lacerate up here. God, we're already almost like at 30 minutes. But this is the thing about tactics, man. It takes a lot of time. Okay, so we have moves to a target ally's side. It's ready to render aid. Armistice distracts all to a single target. Distracts all enemies surrounding a single target member, drawing them away from that ally. So this should be like if basically if Meryl is being surrounded, that's when we should do it. So let's just do that. Of course, she doesn't really have, like, I hope I can, like, go back to the Black Emporium just so I can respec her. So, let's see here. We'll put that one there. So this is just, like, again, like, against an elite enemy. Armistice. I guess we can do like this one should be the last one just because I've explained what this one does before. You have to be attacking a single enemy multiple times and then you do damage. And if you stop midway, then it's like then you have to like reapply those sacks all over again. So not a huge fan of it. Armistice, rogue distracts all enemies surrounding a single party member, drawing them away from that ally. Second greatest. Yeah. Okay, so we've done that. So let's see here. So we'll do tactics. No. We'll do custom. Alright, self, any. Then we're going to do mode, then self. If you're surrounded by enemies, no enemies, deactivate it. Alright. Now let's see here. Backstab. So the lightning quick rogue vanishes in a smoke screen and reappears behind the enemy with a fierce strike to the back. I think we should do is enemy. I'm trying to think either. Yeah, so it could be like any of my allies if they're attacking. I was thinking maybe they have like a rank similar here just because we're doing so we're doing like a backstab. Let me just do like nearest visible. Let's see here. Backstab. There we go. Okay. As for the next one, cover up. Gagging the foe to prevent it from using spells or talents for a short time. Afterwards, she remains stealth. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be if the enemy is using magic. So, enemy. So, let's see here. Target at range, using type of attack. I want to say magic attack, because I don't think it was using spells or talents for a short time afterwards. You know what, we could do, I think what we should do, it's not just magic that they should be doing. Let's say melee or magic attacks. I'm dumb. What was the name of it? Okay, cover up. Alrighty, so use ability, cover up. Alright, this one, evade, leaps backwards, enemies within. So let's see here. The rogue leaps backwards within melee range. So the rogue, they leap backward. Enemies within melee range will often seek an easier target instead. So that's going to be a self. Let's see here. Being attacked by, so let's say melee or ranged. Use ability, evade. Brand. Okay, so this is the one. So the party becomes more likely to land critical hits against the unfortunate designee. Okay. So this one's going to be enemy. We're going to put rank on this. They got to be at least an elite or higher. Then they have brand. Then Twin Fangs, it's going to be the same thing. So the rogue lashes at a target with both weapons dealing automatic critical hit with each blade. This one too is also going to be the same thing. So the enemy has to be at least an elite or higher. That does Twin Fangs. I mean, that like, as I've shown that ability so many times, it was taking out enemies with huge chunks of health, and it's just like, yeah, that's just really good. Okay, so cloak. Oops. Okay, so the cloak ability, it's drawn on rare and unexplained training. She develops herself in a sheath that protects against magical attacks. So, hold on, let me see here. So you draw on rare and... So, Tallis draws on rare and unexplained training. She will envelop herself in a sheath that protects against magical attacks. So, physical damage, 192 versus enemies who cast spells against Tallis. Okay. Literally, it's going to be the same thing. So, we're going to do self. Being attacked by a magic attack, ability. Which ability was that again? I can't remember. Wish they would. Wish if I highlighted this here, it would actually show it instead of me having to go back and forth. That's kind of annoying. That's cloak. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Cloak, just to double check. Yeah, okay. So, we're almost done here. Thank goodness. Just have 4 abilities left. Okay. This will kill weak enemies outright while survivors suffer a critical hit. So, is this just single target? Because if this is anything similar, like, we had ability like this in Origins, like, weak enemies were just freaking killed. Drop Dead kills weak enemies outright while survivors suffer a massive critical hit. So, I'm curious, is this a clustered ability? Let's say 3 enemies. No, it is not. So, that sucks. Okay, so we're going to do enemy. Rank. We're going to say elite or lower. I think that's the Drop Dead. Yeah, okay. Armistice. Yeah, so the rogue distracts all enemies surrounding a single target, party member, drawing them away from that ally and directing them toward which each ally considers the second greatest threat. Okay, so this is going to be for our mage here. So ally, being attacked by type of attack, I'm going to say melee or ranged. Well, in particular, I was thinking Meryl specifically. Melee or ranged. I mean, Varric... Well, I don't have Varric in the team, so that's fine. Believe that was the Armistice, I think. Yeah, that was Armistice. Alright. And then this one back to back moves to a target ally side, appearing an instant later, ready to render aid. That one we can just do any of our allies, so ally, and then we'll say melee or ranged. And then that's back to back. Yeah, and then finally, this one, Explosive Strike. Because you have to, so it's like the rogue completes the combo built by Unforgiving Chain. Every basic melee attack that the rogue completed immediately prior to using Explosive Strike. It will increase the damage inflicted by breaking the chain. Yeah, so this ability is good if you can do a bunch of normal attacks, so let's see here. It might be in my best interest to do nearest visible, then attack, and then afterwards we do enemy. I don't really know which one I should do this with. Maybe when target is at range, between short and medium range. And then the ability, goodness, we're almost at 40 minutes, guys. It's and then we use the Explosive Strike. Now I'm gonna do the same thing here with self. We're gonna go with health at like 25%, mana stamina 25%, and then let's see here, use item, restoration potion, and then we work on stamina drought. Okay. So yeah, finally we did it. I could have done that off screen, but it's like also good to show you guys how the tactics work. It's very complex. Okay, so let's talk to Gabriel.
My leg's aching.
Or Gabriel.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Alright, so let's investigate. So how do you avoid the venom?
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
Alright, and is the venom always fatal?
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Okay, so let's see here. I look forward to learning.
I have no doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, drake vein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Okay, so I'm guessing that we have to do this one first. So it requires dark vein, Andraste's mantle, winterberry. Yes, so we're probably going to, I would say we work on this one first, but that's going to have to wait till next time because we're already at 42 minutes. It's nice I get a new character, but it's a pain in the ass when I gotta work on the tactics and everything. So next time, guys, we shall head on into the hunting grounds and try to find this the ingredients for this salve. Till then, guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.